Hello, it's Fifa and the Arsenal HD here, and welcome to my newest career mode. And you may be wondering, didn't you have a Grimsby Town thing going earlier this year? And yeah, you're right, but I completely lost motivation, and I thought to myself, how about I start a new career mode? And the team I've chosen for this one is Doncaster Rovers. You may be thinking, wait, they're one of the best teams in the league, aren't they? They just got relegated from League One. But to me, I checked before I chose them. I checked all the teams in the league. I wanted to find the team with the harshest board, the board which had the highest expectations of you, and I thought that would be a great challenge to keep me motivated. So that's what I've done. So here you can see me naming my manager, all that, and yeah, my goals for this series to upload. Yeah, I think this series will be the change for my channel. I think I'll be able to upload. I'll try keep this going for as long as possible, to be honest. As you can see, we're now naming the file. Now we've got a preseason tournament invite, and of course we're going to accept the invite, because why would we not accept the invite? Because you pretty much get free money, and yeah, also increases shirt sales apparently, because now you can check out the transactions. So we choose the tournament with the highest possible money you can earn. They all had to equal 3 stars, I think. Now we're checking the emails. Feel free to pause so you can see the specific expectations here, because there are some really interesting ones. As you can see here in the youth development, we've got a long-term one which is very confusing. So within 2 seasons we have to grow 5 youth academy players by at least 10 points and then play them in 10 games. I think that's what it says. My eyes are absolute shit, so if it does say anything different, please write in the comments below. It also says to sign 3 players to our youth academy who play in a midfield position. I think that will be quite easy. The domestic success ones are to make the round of 32 in the FA Cup and to win the league. I reckon winning the league might be a tough ask, but we'll see. I do technically have one of the best teams in the league, the best squads. In fact, I probably do. And yeah, they don't really care about the brand exposure, or yeah. So now I'm checking the first scout report and whatever. And now let's check out this squad report. Okay, throughout watching the next few minutes of content or whatever, you'll probably be thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Well, you could probably tell I'm very impulsive, compulsive, whatever. I've got a lot of OCD, so I'm changing around with the screens. This is probably very comical, and you may think, why aren't you a comedian? But yeah, this is fucking legit. Like, I don't know how I'm going to commentate these next few minutes. I'm thinking of fast forwarding this shit, so I probably will. So if you want to look at a specific player's stats or whatever, please pause the video, because I can't make you guys watch this in real time. It will just probably kill too many people. See ya when I stop fast forwarding. Bye.
Invincible.
Now that was absolutely fucking quality content, as I hope you guys may agree with me there. So now I'm gonna go check the sell players thingy and just see what wages and the worth of all my players. I'll try put the young players in loan and shit like that, the ones who won't get into the first team, and might sell the deadwood, or not necessarily deadwood, but the odd players, because I want to make money from them because this is probably at the time of their careers where they'll be worth the most, and I want to make the most of that. And yeah, the one thing I didn't realise while recording this footage is how thin my squad was. So I might encounter some problems along the way. That was a little spoiler alert, by the way. And by the way, there was some loanee centre-back from Aston Villa, and he was literally here for no reason. We had a plethora of quality centre-backs in the middle to high 60 ratings, and this guy was like 55, so I was like, what the hell is he doing here? So I just terminated his loan and sent the cunt back to Aston Villa in the Championship, where he'll probably rot in hell in the reserves. Some people say I'm quite a mean manager to my players, but I've taken quite a great squad here, and I don't need any shit players from, like, I think you guys might know what I'm saying. I don't need some players who will ruin the way of the squad, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm speaking quite a lot of bullshit right now. This is actually a serious career mode, so Yeah, I'm actually a really shit person at making videos. Anyway, so I put the old guys on the transfer list, and I'm now looking at players to put on the training thing. Um, there's actually a promising guy in our squad, you know, the green thing, where they're good at training because they're promising and all that. Yeah, but he's on loan from Everton, so I don't want to use him just in case. We verse Everton in the future, and this guy's a 99 rated player who's better than Messi and just scored 6 goals. So I just don't want to regret that. Um, Over this series, I will definitely try not to loan many players, as I think it's very beneficial to have players who actually are permanently at the club, so you can plan around them. This Avina guy, the left back, he looks absolutely sick. His physicals are amazing, and yeah, I feel the squad that I've inherited is quite decent, and I really hope that I'll be able to push on and win the league easy with these guys, but nothing's ever easy in a physical league like League 2. Well, you could just insert any league, but fuck it. And guys, I've been watching a lot of other career mode YouTubers recently for inspiration, and quite a few that I like: Sparring DK, Cutsy, Docs or Docklanders, whatever, MGH and all that. And I'm gonna try take quite a few ideas from some of them. And one of them is, if you watching it and you think you've got a good chant for one of the players, please write in the comments. And if you like one that you see from someone else, please like it, because I'd really enjoy seeing a bit of passion from you guys, and maybe I could express it through song and dance. I shouldn't have said that. Now you guys are going to make me like do the Macarena every time our striker scores or some shit like that. But anyway, I'm looking for fullbacks because I feel that that's a very weak area of our squad. I'm looking at the A-League because I'm an Australian manager, obviously. I've got a bit of connections there. As Sam Allardyce said, he knows ways to get around the FA laws and shit like that. I can do that shit as well because I'm a cool as fuck. And yeah, but anyway, I'm just looking at Aussie guys because I know them well. Also looking at a lot of English guys, and I hire scouts to go across the world. This one I think will go to France, and yeah, the scout's en route to his destination. So pretty much I'm filling my shortlist now with young players, mainly fullbacks, wingers, all that shit. And I just got another English scout who's going to England as a youth academy scout, so we're going to find some youth academy guys. Now we have finally advanced to technically my first game as the manager of Doncaster Rovers. After checking a few inquiries and listening to some young 17-year-old named Longbottom, who's a striker apparently who I'll probably never use, maybe I should loan him out. We're going to play our first game in the preseason tournament against St Johnstone from the Scottish Premier League, I think. Don't diss me in the comments, please. The starting 11 I'll use, I don't fucking care. I'll just give the young players a go, the low rated, I don't care. I don't even want to bother like going through this, but you guys will probably get pissed off. So we're playing, just a pretty shit team. And I'm going to sim these preseason games because I couldn't give a flying fuck if we get knocked out. So we're going to simulate it. July 3rd, 2016. It's a Sunday, I think. European International Cup. Let's see. We're going to press triangle with 3, 2, 1, 1, 0. Yeah, 1 all. And we missed a penalty in the 82nd minute from Grant, the loanee from Everton. He's probably still on Everton's payroll, but I don't know why Everton would probably want to fuck off Doncaster, but fucking oath, I don't know. We retrained the same players that we did last week. I don't really like to mix up the training sessions. I don't really care. Some say it's OP if you do it like this, and it fucking is. That's why you do it. Like, why would you not? Like, isn't the point to win games? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, the logic is fucked. I advance. And yeah, we advance 2 more days, and then to the game against some Dutch team that I can't pronounce. Here we go, it's game day, and I think if I recall correctly, I went with an unchanged lineup, as you see here. Yeah, it's a night game, 8 o'clock at night on a Wednesday. We quickly put behind and we get absolutely thrashed 3-0. Hachib Mastor, I think that is, the guy on loan from Milan for BSC Zwol, is that how you pronounce it? Whatever. he's got a bright future ahead of him, that guy. And I think bad news, guys. Matty Blair is injured. I haven't gone through the players that well. He's a right mid with rapid pace. He's like 90 pace, 90 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, and I think it said we'll miss him for 7 weeks or few months or something, and that's not fucking good, guys. That is really not fucking good, and that is a massive blow to our chances at the start of the season. Sorry, guys, but in usual fashion for a person like me, I completely fucked that up. That was not who I said it was. Matty Blair. That was another guy who was only out for 7 days. Mandeville, our young striker, I think. I'm not going to delete what I said before because that's actually going to happen in the next game. But it's not really a spoiler because who really cares? It's a preseason tournament. I think he broke. It's so weird saying this. So you're going to see that he injured himself quite heavily, and he'll be out for the start of the season. And yeah, I'm checking out scout reports. Seeing if there's any players we could potentially pick up from the Premier League or the Championship. Very young players. We advance to get this inquiry. This Pereira guy's a right back. This guy's another fullback. I'm just looking at a lot of fullbacks right now, young with quite high potentials. And we advance. I get the generic email from your agent, international management. Check more inquiries, and then I advance to the game against Hamilton Academical in the Scottish Premier League. Now, okay, we've just been offered £160,000 by Charlton Athletic for a 35-year-old right mid. Of course I'm going to bloody take it. He's probably going to retire next season. You'd rather take the money now. And he's very slow, and you need to have physical stats to be a success in this league, in my opinion, in my honest opinion. The Mandeville is out for 7 days. So we're playing a very strong lineup for this one, probably our strongest lineup available at the time. As you can see, the right mid Blair will get injured. I'm sorry for spoiling it, but I don't care. If you care, then dislike the video, and I guarantee there's only going to be one person watching this video, and my dislike ratio will be 0 to 100, so I get like tons of one dislike, 0 likes, and then I'll have to make like 20 other accounts to like it, so it balances it out, and the algorithm gives me a bit more limelight in the YouTube world and the interwebs. Okay, stop speaking shit, Zach. So we sim the game, players warming up. It's another night game on another Sunday, and we're gonna skip. 3, 2, 1, go. What? Oh wait, I'll skip now because we're 1-0 up, right? Surely. Wait, was I drunk or something? Why am I waiting? Then we skip. We won 2-0. That shows that I played a good squad, and we beat an SPL team, which is quite decent. As you can see at the top right, Chelsea by Javi Martinez from Bayern Munich, which is quite a big deal. Definitely unrealistic, as FIFA transfers seem to always be. We repeat the same session, and we don't advance. We check our office, we get scout reports, tournament prize money, board is okay with us being knocked out, generic email, and we check the scout report. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through. Now I will stop this montage of fast forwarding and stuff like that, because we get a bid for our 32-year-old 67-rated centre-back. I think he's still got something to offer, so I think I might counter-offer this bid, because I do want to sell him, because he won't ever be worth this much, but he still has something to offer, so I up their bid for 220k, and let's see if they match it. Also, you can see I've just done tons of inquiries of fullbacks, and we continue to advance and then we get an email of the transfer offer, and they decide to match it and go ahead with the deal. So we lose one of our better centre backs, but he's 32 years of age, and we've got a lot of potential in our squad, so I don't think it would be a massive loss. And now we get an offer for another of our veterans, Paul Keegan, centre midfielder, 64 rated. He's worth quite a lot, and they've literally bidded half of what he's worth. That's an absolute shambolic bid from Shrewsbury Town, and that is very offensive to the club and to the player. And to be honest, I'm surprised that in the moment that I filmed this, that I actually sent them a counter offer, because that's quite a disturbing bid that they thought they could take him for half of his worth. And repeat the training session. Nothing new here. Our centre back McCulley, who's 22 years old, I think, has gone up 1 overall. So has our keeper, who I'm making first choice, Elbridge, I think his name is. I can't see it from here. Whatever. We get another scout report. Tons of scout reports. See, I'm literally going ham on I'm spamming scout reporting. Yet we accept a bid, a very small bid. I'm surprised that I actually went for it, but at least we got money for him, to be honest. I would have probably preferred younger options anyway. Now here we receive quite a lot of scout reports back, and we see this guy called Junior Sambia, who is really interesting me at this time. He's 65 rated, 19 age, and his stats look very well balanced. His physicals aren't amazing, but they're 70 around and everything, and he's got very good technical stats. I think a lot of his stats are in the yellow, orange, nothing in the red, which is quite amazing for a player of 19 years age. And if we're able to pick him up, it'll be such a coup for our club at this level, and I think he'd be able to take us to the Championship and even the Premier League. There's also another right back interesting me, Marlon Romeo. He's older and less rated than Junior. I forgot his first name, but this is obviously the cheaper option, and he's not a bad choice either. These are two quality options we've got here. I put in a bid, quite an expensive bid, and let's see where that goes. Advance here, we get a loan offer for Reece Fielding. I think he's below 50 rated, maybe 17 years old. I don't know, and I'll take him out on a short-term loan to Shrewsbury Town, the team that I just dissed a few minutes ago. He's shit, so he wouldn't do them any good. I assume he'd score quite a few own goals, and yes. And now we receive a similar loan offer for another one of our very young players, Will Longbottom. The guy who pissed me off in an email earlier will be sent out to Wycombe Wanderers on a short-term loan. And hopefully this kind of decreases the wage bill, so hopefully we're a bit more flexible in our manoeuvrisms, if that's a word in the market. I can't believe I just said manoeuvrisms. I hope you know what I mean. Otherwise I seem like an absolute buffoon if I'm not already. First impressions goals, guys. Hashtag that in the comments. Hashtag first impressions goals, and I'll subscribe to you. Sure, yeah, we'll do that. Checking out budget allocation. Checking out the budget allocation slider there. Yep, deal's confirmed. Will Longbottom's loaned out, and this Junior Samba guy. I'm willing to pay what they're asking for, I think, but I might go a bit cheaper first, just to see if they budge. Is that a word? Budge? I might have to look that up right now. Budge definition. Yeah, guys, budge is a word. Today I learned budge is a word. Hashtag that too. Budge is a word, and I'll subscribe to you as well. This is going to be such a lit comment section. I can already feel it. I'm still scouting more players because I've got nothing else to do at the moment. I'm still in that awkward period of the season between pre-season and actually starting the league season where you don't have any idea what the fuck to do. I hope you guys can relate to that feeling, and pretty much I'll probably fast forward this shit till something interesting happens.
And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for is here. Finally, the confirmation that I wasn't a lying fuckwit. Matty Blair actually did break his ankle. Broke his tibia. I don't know why I said ankle. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's injury prone or something, but getting an injury so quickly for 4 months is not exactly great, considering you're fucking rapid and would be absolutely brilliant off the bench in a league where pace is literally everything. I'm kind of pissed off now because he is my only right mid in this whole squad. I said before my squad was thin, but I didn't know it was this thin. Thin. So now I'm going to quickly go and scout right wingers and left wingers who can play right wing, and I hope that I'm able to buy one or two, or if that doesn't work then I'll have to bring some through the youth academy, which will be very tough because they usually start with extremely low ratings and like 30 pace. So this isn't the greatest situation, but you know, it's already happened, shit happens, and we have to move on, just like Arsenal every fucking season.
So two major things. So our bid for Romeo, the guy from Millwall, the right back, was rejected, and I don't think I'm going to pursue him any longer. I think I'm going to put my full focus on Junior Sambia, the other guy, and I've also got an email from the board congratulating me for doing a great job with our youth program, as I've completed the short-term expectation or short-term objective, which was to promote 3 midfielders from the youth academy to our first team, which to be honest was extremely easy. The first 3 were actually midfielders, to be honest, nothing I need to show you guys. And finally guys, we have reached the opening day of the Football League season. And before that, my bid for Junior Sambia was rejected, but I think I'll go back with a bid reflecting his value, and we'll see what happens there. I'm also looking at this other guy who I'm less interested in, but yeah, you know what you have to do. You have to look at a lot of players before you sign one. See, this guy is so well balanced. He's also got a 5-star weak foot, and he's very versatile. He can also play central defensive midfield and left back. He's only 5'11", but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So now I'm going to bid 900,000, and we'll see what Chamois FC come back with, and let's hope that they accept the deal. Yes, guys, my first official game as manager of Doncaster Rovers is going to come at home against Cheltenham Town in League 2. Here you can see me organising my starting 11. I have to take Blair off because obviously his tibia is broken. If you play with a broken tibia, I think you must have some superpowers or shit. Yeah, so I'll be starting Williams and Marcus up front 2, and I'll be playing the default 4-4-2 formation, just trying to get used to it. Taylor Sinclair... Now I can't even do it. So Etheridge, who was originally my second choice when I came into the club, I've trained him a lot, and now he's going to be the first choice. Yep, you can see me just moving around, and then we'll go look at the starting 11 at the next screen. So this is our starting 11. Etheridge, Lund, McCullough, Alcock, Taylor Sinclair, Grant, Hooton, Middleton, Rowe, and Marcus and Williams up front. Let's see how we go. I think in terms of actual quality of our players, we are a level above Cheltenham, and we really should be winning this game. But you know, it might take me a bit of adapting to play with this formation, play with this group of players and all that. So I'm not, to be honest, I'm predicting a draw, to be honest, because I don't think I'll be able to win, because it will take time for me to get used to it. But hopefully we can get the win for Doncaster. Come on, Doncaster. I really need to look it up. You know, the thing that you call whatever. So as you can see, we're going through these cutscenes, and I want you to write in the comments, guys, if you want me to kind of like let you guys hear the commentary, then like the Martin Tyler and Alan Smith, please comment below and then I will, because I'm just trialing different things now to see what you guys like. We're lining up for my first game in charge. Let's see how we go. Yeah, oh god, that ginger ninja, oh god, that is hilarious. Can you see that guy? He's got like grey hair and he's probably like 18 years of age. Well done to the FIFA, the EA people who designed the faces. They've done a great fucking job here. Yeah, so as I said, we're playing a 4-4-2 formation, which is very new to me. I'm normally used to playing a 4-3-2-1 and shit like that. We're shaking the Cheltenham Town's hands. Great chemistry between the lads as we walk out. Yeah, Holman Di Girolamo. There's my manager avatar, looking as young as ever. Yeah, here's Cheltenham Town's team. Griffiths, Bathurst, Honoris, Downs, Parslow, Cranston Hall, Pell, Data, can't read the rest. They're playing a 5-3-2, and if there's one thing I need to tell you, I cannot break down 5 at the back teams on Legendary. This game is gonna be tough, and I'm not gonna be surprised if we dominate and we lose to a last minute goal. Let's see how we go. We're getting ready to kick off, the tensions building. The referee, Michael Salisbury, I can never pronounce that surname, from England, is gonna officiate the game. We're all ready and we're about to kick off. We kick off, we start the league season, the first kick of the ball as me as Doncaster Rovers manager. Let's see if we can win. We're starting Taylor Sinclair on the left, to Grant, to Houghton, to Williams, to Marcus, our striker, to Rowe, our winger. He plays it back to our right back, Lund. Oh, he gets tackled. Rowe regains the ball, regains possession, skills him a bit. I don't know, Lund. Back to Marcus. Tries to find Rowe, Marcus, Middleton, our midfielder. Tries to find Marcus, but tackle. This is an absolute shambles of a defence. They're already packing it in, Cheltenham. They already look very negative in the way they're going to play. So the way I'm going to be doing this is that I'll pretty much, for the first plays of the game, I'll talk, and then as it goes on, I'll kind of just go from highlight to highlight. Houghton on the ball here to Grant. Grant takes on his man. He doesn't even have that much pace. He's just doing it with ease. Plays it back to Taylor Sinclair, to Houghton, to Marcus, to Williams, to Middleton, to Marcus. Tries to fight him, to Houghton. Okay, tackled. See you at the next highlight. The ball goes out for a throw into us. Grant, Taylor Sinclair, Houghton, back to Grant. Beautiful football. Williams holds it up for Middleton, to Rowe, to Marcus, back to Houghton, to Williams, who gets tackled, and Cheltenham are most dangerous here. They're on the break, and a beautiful counter attack to Dayton. Plays it to Digirala, can't pronounce that name. Back to Dayton, who turns his man brilliantly and slots it into the bottom right corner. The keeper had absolutely no chance, and Cheltenham are 1-0 up away from home at Doncaster Rovers, my team, and we are struggling defending their counter-attack. Actually, watching it again, the keeper should have done better, but I guess that can be expected at League 2 level. He literally just jumped over a ball that literally went under his legs. I think an issue is I might have to adjust our tactics for the next few games and maybe make our midfielders sit a bit deeper, because they were so far forward that our defenders were so isolated at the back and they couldn't do anything about it. 1-0 Cheltenham in the 25th minute. And straight away from the kickoff, we are looking for an equaliser as Houghton picks up the ball to Williams, to Rowe, back to Williams, who makes a good run. Tries to play it back, but that was quite comical. He just smashes it back. Grant down the left wing, the left footer. Let's see if he can deliver something. To Williams in the box, who gets onto the ball, but can't get his head over it. He definitely got a lot of power there, and that's definitely the best chance we've had so far. And it only needed like one... that was so close. Still 1-0 to Cheltenham. and again we are on the attack looking for an equaliser, but poor loss of possession there. And as we know from the first goal, this is where Cheltenham is so dangerous, as Di Girolamo is 1-on-1 with the defender, and Lund has to make a stunning slide tackle to get us out of that sticky situation. Dayton they resort to taking a long shot because they can't break through us at that point, but they are so dangerous on the counter, and we are so vulnerable when they're on the counter. I can see this going to 2 or 3-0 soon. Guys, I'm extremely sorry, but the second half of this game did actually corrupt. The footage corrupted. It did finish 1-0, and nothing really happened anyway. But I will release another episode in the next couple days, which will have quite a few games, if not like 5 or 6. So please just hold by. And I'm sorry for the quality of this video because I'm really new to this, and I was quite an idiot, and I deleted a lot of the backups. Just really apologize, and I don't know. I'm sorry, guys.